Hello survivors! Last video, you guys overwhelmingly voted for the best transportation video, so here it is. Before we get started, I'm going to dispel two common misconceptions in regards to vehicles. First is health. Many people seem to have the understanding that all vehicles have 100 points of health and take different amounts of damage based on some sort of armor multiplier, similar to players. This is not the case, however. Vehicles have varying amounts of health. The more health points a vehicle has, the less percent of its health is lost due to being shot. Next is fuel. Before doing this video, I also had an inaccurate view of how fuel worked in Unturned. I thought that all cars had 100 points of fuel, and certain cars used that fuel more efficiently than others. However, it turns out that all cars use fuel at the same rate. The reason that some fuel tanks last longer is just because they are larger. Let's just get right into it. We will be discussing the best vehicle for each category: land, sea, and air. First, we get to land. We'll be discussing health, speed, and fuel. Health is going to be the first category. Tanks and APCs crush the competition at 1,250 health and 1,000 health respectively. Not only that, but both of these vehicles are armored and therefore cannot be damaged by low caliber bullets. Receiving the bronze is going to be the Explorer with 800 health points. In order to figure out how long these fuel tanks will last, we need to figure out how much fuel is used every second. We got this by timing the time it took for an Explorer to run out of fuel, which has 2,000 fuel. It took 15 minutes and 50 seconds, or 950 seconds. 2,000 divided by 950 equals 2.105, or about 2.1 fuel per second. This means that the APC and Ural have about 20 minutes of fuel, and the fire truck and bus can run for about 18 minutes. The interesting thing is that no matter how fast the vehicle is going or what vehicle it is, fuel seems to drain at a constant rate. As far as speed goes, to no one's surprise, the race car does take first, driving at 105 kilometers per hour. The Roadster in second at 84 kilometers an hour, and the police car in third with 76 kilometers per hour. Speed is very important because as fuel decreases at the same rate even if a car is sitting still, this means that the faster a car goes, the higher miles per gallon it has. When I started testing the speeds of the cars, I noticed something strange. Some of the cars seem not to be able to reach their proper top speeds. First, let's discuss an example that worked correctly. In the game files, the off-roader's top speed is listed as 12.5. Get that number, multiply it by 4.5, you get 56.25 kilometers per hour, which matches up with the in-game top speed of 56 kilometers an hour. However, when it came time to test the race car, the game files have the car listed as a top speed of 24. Multiply that by 4.5 to get 108 kilometers per hour. However, when testing in game, it only ends up traveling 105 kilometers an hour. I am not certain why this is, as I tested on a perfectly flat map on a road. Perhaps someone could shed some light onto this. Also, sometimes when traveling at top speed, it would change between two numbers. For instance, the golf cart. For the majority of the time, it would display 44 kilometers per hour, but once in a while, it would spike up to 45 kilometers an hour and then drop right back down. As far as I can tell, there should be no reason for the cart to slow down, as I'm on flat ground and holding the W key. Let's just move on. Taking all three of these factors into consideration, I would have to say that the APC is the best land vehicle because of its health, fuel, and simple versatility. Moving on to the jet ski, runabout, and police launch, the list is much smaller for boats, but the winner is decisive. The police launch has the most hit points, highest speed, and largest fuel tank. It's simply the best boat. However, if you need an armored vehicle to cross an ocean, I would suggest the APC, as it also can float. For aircraft, the Hummingbird takes home the gold by being the most agile and having the same fuel capacity and health as the Huey. Although planes can travel horizontally faster than helicopters, they do not have the same versatility that comes with a helicopter, and that is why the hummingbird wins out. For those of you that did not watch our previous video on broken health bar, Nelson Sexton did watch it as he fixed the health bar this week. The interesting thing is that he specifically targeted percentage health bars, and as you know, speed is not a percentage. Therefore, perhaps the bug that was happening to health bars is currently happening to speed bars. I made a spreadsheet with all the speeds and healths of vehicles for you guys to use at your leisure. It is in the description box down below. If you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did not enjoy the video, please let me know why in the comments down below. As always, guys, have a good one.